Good morning, SoKaNites. Okay, so this is my wake up face. A few days ago, I did the derma needling. So we're watching for results here. And you see here, we're trying to remove the acne scarring and the marks here. Just giving myself. Then we have been eating our homemade collagen. Check out my video on how to make your homemade cow heel collagen. Now remember, I don't edit. You get it real and authentic with me. So we also been using aloe vera juice to make our hair grow. We put it into a protective style for 7 to 14 days. So we're about 5 or 6 days in. So I'm going to just start today. Good morning, and how are you, SoKaNites? God's continue blessing on you. I'm going to start by just spraying this with aloe vera. Check out the video about the aloe vera from, I think you can get it Trader Joe's or Walmart, a gallon for about $7, $8. I don't know if you have those stores close to you, or you can make your own by buying the leaf. I never made my own. I have access to aloe vera plants in Trinidad and Tobago, so maybe when the border opens up and I go down there, I'll do one of those videos making my own from the plants down there. But right now I'm using Trader Joe's. So because we want to keep it in this style for a few more days, we just got to neaten it up so that in case we have to go out. Though nowadays when I go out, I'm wearing a hat or some sort of head covering, a scarf or something like that. Still, okay. So we're looking presentable to the world. That's good enough. Right. But today what I really want to do, I want to do the 10-step Korean glass face treatment. And I want to use this. This is mud from the mud volcano in Trinidad and Tobago. You know how when you go on these trips and you go on your cruises and everything else, and they say, oh, let's go and get it by the spring and the mud volcano and the, or, normal volcano and whatever. And you go, or we take a little bottle, a little, soft drink bottle, whatever, something, a glass bottle. And you take a little bit. If you go about the Bahamas or the Nylon pool and you see the nice, fine sand and the pink sand, oh, the Bahamas with pink sand, beautiful, beautiful place. Or Jamaica. I mean, take a little plastic bottle, a soft drink bottle or water bottle, and you finish with your water bottle. Put a little bit, bring it back home. I'm going to show you how to use it in your facial treatment. All right. So the first thing, believe it or not, you have to clean your face to put mud on it. Okay? And the first step of the Korean treatment is micellar cleaning. So this is a micellar wipe. Anyone will do. I cut it in half because frugal mughal tip. I don't need a whole one. If you use a makeup, you need a whole one. And this is, you all know that name. And I just put a little bit. See why I don't edit? Okay. Right. I'm cleaning. I don't use makeup. So, and I clean my face before I went to bed. The only thing, I might get to some yampi. Anybody knows the meaning of the word yampi? Put it down in the comment. If that's something if you don't know, you don't need to go and find out, okay? Okay. So now this is my wake up face, huh? I didn't do anything before coming to greet you because You're top on my list of people I greet. The first person I greet every morning is God. I open my eye and I give thanks to the Lord for the gift of life, for making me. Okay, so it has a little bit of dirt in it, but not much. You can see, right? Right. I turn my thing and I use the inside too. Now, as you can see, I'm very rough with my face. Thank you. And I like to get my neck. I like to get my neck as well. I gotta keep this laptop from going to sleep. Sorry. Okay, so we get the neck. Right. So we can put that aside. We finish with the first set of cleaning. The next step is an oil. I'm using coconut oil. You can use any kind of oil you have. Don't go out and buy. Use up what you have. Only after, see all that stuff you've been buying and you use it and you go find it, do anything or whatever, it does something. It will do something. I don't care the price, I don't care whatever. It will only do something if you put it on your face. It won't do anything in the bottle. And even if it's not doing the magic you want it to be doing, guess what? It's time. Time is what is the magic ingredient in this. Time and consistency. We're not patient enough. We're not patient. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you. You're supposed to be doing this with me because we're going to be having a Bible session. And when we put on this, because you're supposed to keep it on for 15 minutes, so you might want to run and pause this and run and get your stuff. Okay, so this is the oil. Now the concept with this oil, and again, nobody will ever know. People could say what they want. I like to push it up in here. You know, all your edges, massaging your edges here. That makes a big difference. So every time you get an opportunity, and then the eyebrows, exfoliating your eyebrows. And I explained to you in prior videos how your hair is a protective covering. So anytime you threaten the area, your hair grow. Now I'm trying to grow this back because it was one higher than the other. It was all jacked up and whatever. But it's taking quite long. Okay, so now we've done that. And we're supposed to get rid of this oil now. Give it a few minutes to kind of do it work. Now, because I'm doing this, so the next step is a lathering foaming cleanser. Any cleanser you have, good enough. So I tried this the last time. It was a bowl of water here. I think it's silly, but I'm doing it again. I put in a little bit of water into my thing, and then I'm going to rub it vigorously and get a little bit of a lather going. That's a wonderful thing about how God created your palms, eh? That they don't absorb what it is, at least not a lot of what it is you're using them for. You see? Beautiful, beautiful. We are beautifully created. Beautifully. I have a little bit of green in this. You like my blue t-shirt? It's new. Yeah, it's supposed to represent summer. They say be gentle with your skin, don't pull it, don't do all kind of thing like that. Oh boy. Let me try. We can listen a little while. Keep going. I just want to keep it awake. Alright. So now, we let her do it magic. This is a pot scrubber. I like it for my face. Now, don't use it on your pot and then use it on your face. In fact, they say you're not supposed to use things on your body and then use it on your face, etc. It's supposed to. You know what we forget to do? Me more than you. Forget to put on the thing. So while it's soaking in a little bit, breaking down that oil because oil a little hard to break down. Well, all right. I know I brought a candle. All right. Imagine your scented candle being lit. All right. Let's keep going. This gives a very mild massage. It's silicone and it has these little ridges and everything else. I just like it. I like it more than a washcloth. I might buy one for the pot. The pot deserves to feel nice like this. I mean, I know it's aluminum, but uh, it we should be kind to aluminum. Okay, we trying to get at the oil and pick up all the, break it down. And the only thing that breaks down oil is soapy soap. Okay, designed to cut grease and that kind of thing. So think of this as a casserole dish. All right, but then that's not enough. We're just going to take a wet rag and sort of pat out the residue. Okay, right. We don't need to dry it. Water is a conductor, the conductor of electricity. And the good news for you and me is a conductor of molecules that are bigger than the pores, and it can take them in there into your skin. Okay, so this is natural mud from Trinidad and Tobago mud volcano. Visit Trinidad and Tobago. This is a unbiased plug. I take, oops, almost full. I take this is from Sephora or wherever, and I use this. Okay. I always go with my problem spots first. It's just natural. I also like putting it on with my hand, so you don't have to take me on with it. Okay, so let's go quick with this. Now, I want you to think while you're doing this of all the wonderful things that have happened to you lately, even in this COVID time. And we think about all the wonderful people you have met. And even those who you knew before, who have shown you love and who you were able to show love to. Whether that love is in the way of saying a kind word or doing something for them, sending money. People like money. Oh my God. There's a certain amount of people in your life who will need to your life because you're giving them money. I know you know what I'm talking about, but you know what? So be it. Give still and give generously because it will come back to you. Now, I didn't think of this, sir. This is my nice new shirt. So, and I am very messy. I put it up by my eyes. Even though they say don't put anything by your eyes, the skin different, the drying. And I also put it on top of my eyelid. I think I put most things over my entire area of skin. Oh, isn't this wonderful? I'm playing with mud. Now, we're going to leave this on for 15 to 20 minutes. So getting back to what we're talking about. We were talking about love. Showing people love. Being loving at this time. Showing yourself love. This here, what we're doing right now. This is loving ourselves. We're showing ourselves love here. Frugal Mughal tips. Don't waste what's inside the cover. Those Frugal Mughal tips are so important because you want to plan. You don't want to just spend everything when you're in your 20s and your 30s, and then when you're in your 60s and your 70s, your lifestyle standard has to change because you didn't plan. Because it's really you. You're responsible for planning. There is God. He's going to get you back. But you can't expect any other human being, husband, wife, mother, father, children, to be planning for you. They're planning for themselves. All right. So we finished with that. And now, don't think now we're going to get into the nice important part. Just wash out your hands. Dry up your hand. And we're going to be good. I'm just trying to keep the computer alive. Okay. We're going to be talking more about love. You have to wait 15 minutes for this to dry. So let's use the time. Good. So, the most famous paragraph in the Bible, or verse or whatever in the Bible, is First Corinthians 13:4. And don't be turning on me now, don't be turning on me. I'm sitting down here with a face mask on. You can't be leaving me like this. Okay. First Corinthians 13:4-13. So let me read it. Charity. Charity is love in the Bible. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunts not itself, is not puffed up, does not behave unseemingly, seeks not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in equity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endures all things. Charity never fails. But whether there be prophecy, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But then that which is perfect is come. Then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. I understood like a child. I thought like a child. But when I became a woman, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. Charity is love. You see it's drying here? Okay, so we wanted to dry. Ooh, okay, I have to make less movement. So we wanted to dry, and it's going to be pulling out all the toxin, the deep layer toxin. Now it's good that we did the derma needle, and a few days ago our skin has settled down, but the pores and the holes that were open up to the derma needle, we're able to now go in with this mud and get things out. We have more holes to get things out. All right, that's my science. Let's get back to the Bible. So love. What is love? We all want to be loved. We all want to feel loved. But we should think in terms of giving love. And this is COVID-19 time. And a lot of people out there are having a hard time. You might be out there, SoKaNites, and you might be having a hard time. And I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. God is with you. That's a given. But you also have brothers and sisters in the Lord here with you. Even though you may not know me, or, we've never met, we may never meet. But I have a responsibility to you. I have a responsibility to love you as I love myself. Just as I love God, my first responsibility, my second responsibility is a dual one. I am to love myself and I am to love you, my neighbor. You may not be living around the corner. You may be all the way in Afghanistan or Finland or wherever you may be watching. This is the beauty of the internet. But you need to know that I have a responsibility to love you. And if in this COVID time you are having a hard time, you should be able to reach out. Reach out to me. First person you always reach out to God in talking with him or her. Whatever sex you want to say it. We're not going to debate that. But your creator. You were created for a reason, and you were created by a kind entity or being. And you're not going to be left alone. And then you can reach out to those closer to you. And if they're not loving you, then you reach out further. You come on the internet, you send me a note, you send me a message, we develop a community here, and we say, hey, we need help in this way. Pray for me, talk to me, private message me, whatever. But that's if you're in need. Now, if you are strong, and I'm not, no, that's wrong. If you're in need, that doesn't mean you're weak. But if you are able to love somebody, to give of your time, to give of your money, to give of your whatever you have in excess, then you have a responsibility to go out there and give. Be kind. Love is kind. Love is not boastful. So don't be telling me about all the great things you're doing and how you're conquering the world and everything. Love is not puffed up. It's not prideful. I'm rich, you poor. I'm this color and you're that color. It's not puffed up. We are all equals. Love is long-suffering. So, you see how it's drying? They hurt you. All right. You did it 10 times. And they ignore you. You did it 20 times and they ignore you. You're still doing it and they're ignoring you. It is long suffering. Okay? There is no, love never fails. There is no end game here. There is no end. Oh, I did it 267,000 times. Let me end. No. Remember, the giving of love, the staying in there, that is the reward. That is your character. Developing that character where you could stay in there even if people beating up on you. Not physically. Not even emotionally and mentally. I'm not telling you to be a victim, but you gotta understand. Long suffering involves and bear it all things. That involves a bit of, not having your way. Not getting things to go your way. So you have to expect that. Where you draw the line is your own personal being. But you can move away yourself. You can remove yourself from a situation and still be loving. Like still accept, that there's a responsibility. Still, if you have a chance to help, even if you have removed yourself, still find a way. Even in helping another generation. So you can't help that generation, but your subsequent generations to that generation. So you find a way, and those subsequent generations are showing themselves to be industrious and intelligent and forward thinking and progressive and whatever. You have that generation. You may not have the generation, you know, that you initially wanted to help, but you could look, you could help up, you could help down, somebody grandmother, grandfather, mother, their children, their grandchildren, whatever. You find a way to be loving and just not stop being loving. So we kind of, this look prettier. Maybe I should stay so forever. And yeah, I don't think you want to go for this. Or I can keep talking and I could talk. Like one thing, but your girl could talk. Anyway, so let us thank God that today we're going to look for ways. We believe all things. We believe that they could change. We hope that they could change. We believe we could change. We believe our life circumstances could change. If there's something hopeless and doubtful, worrying in your life, it can change because that is what love says. We believe all things. We hope all things. We're not giving up. We're bearing all things. We're enduring. We're pushing to the end, to the result we want. Yes, we can. Yes, I can. Okay? That's the name of my foundation. I Can Help Foundation. And it's to help people all over the world in need. That's eventually where I like it to go. My marketplace is I Can Help Marketplace, where we sell things and a portion of the proceed funds the I Can Help Foundation. I'm still in the stage of, getting everything up and running, but we're going to be loving people. We, SoKaNites, are going to be loving people. We're going to be a community of loving people. We're not going to be writing all kind of nasty comments and everything else. If you don't like what you're hearing, click and move on. Go to somebody else who's just telling you something that more like you're liking. But this SoKaNites community is going to be a loving community. We are going to be a community of people who, when we need help, there are people to help us. And when we are able to help people with knowledge and information and finances and jokes and kind words and, support and motivation and everything else, we're going to help people. We are going to show that, yes, you can be a different. So, SoKaNites, I want you to think about how you can be loving today, because we're getting down to the end. Okay, so now how do we get this up? We just keep the computer going. Bear with me. Take your rag, get your little washcloth here, and this. Okay, so we started. Listening. Okay, starting to moisturize it, soften it up. It's mud. Oops. Dude, that's the only thing about this silicone stuff. It is not absorbent. So if you don't take out the water, it will drip out all the water. Okay, I'm going to try the rag instead. A washcloth will work better. So that's one of the reasons why I don't edit. So for the first time we did this together, and we see that this didn't work, but a wet wash rag, washcloth. It's a wash rag if you're from the Caribbean. Could you let me know how many countries say wash rag and how many countries say washcloth? Put that on the bottom in the comment. Tell me what country it is you're talking about and which one you say, wash rag or washcloth. When I was growing up in Trinidad and Tobago, it was wash rag. Then I come to America and I find out it's a washcloth. You know? So let me know which one your country is. All right. What we getting here? We seen anything? No, I don't know if I try to get it out here, hairline. All right. Wheaty. Wheaty. All right. So I'm going to just do another one of this again. I never did this before. This time I'll take in a whole rag. Google gone out the door. Yeah, because I want to make sure I get all this mud out before we start. Put some drops of this. Okay. So yep, kind of greenish. So when we finish with this, we're going to go on with the rest of the treatment of the 10 step. So, yep, the good thing we're doing this. Yeah, I didn't get my neck good enough. Okay. Get a kind of area that's still white. Yep, it's still right here. Get in here. Oh, folks. All right. So what have we done? We've done the micellar cleansing. We've done the coconut oil or any oil. And step number 2, we've done the foaming lathering cleansing 3. We've done the face mask number 4. Face mask is to be done once a week, every 2 weeks or whatever. So now we've cleansed the face, basically. We have a clean face. So now we're going to start putting things on. The first thing, have it here, is our toner. We're starting to put the layering on it, the liquid. So we're starting with liquid, which is i.e. water, because everything, the first ingredients is water. And they're just making it sound good for you. So this is witch hazel, and I put the tea tree oil for antiseptic. Good because, the pores are open up, it will get in there. And I put peppermint for antiseptic. Put what you have for antiseptic purposes. This thing, not spraying again, it's like it's shooting there. Okay, so this is our toner. I made this. This is ginkgo and rosehip oil. Ginkgo is good for your mental health. You can see I need plenty mental health. Not making any fun about mental health issues. That's a very serious issue. And if you have it, you're not alone and you shouldn't be alone. And we're here for you. Now, essence. Lavender. You can make your own essence, by the way. Put some lavender oil in some water in a spray bottle. Guess what that is? Essence. That was a frugal mogul tip. Now, I'm really wetting my face, as you can see, because now I am going to start putting in my oils. So now the water, first of all, you need water in your skin, either on your skin and through drinking. Now, you want to put the serums now. The serums will just stay on your face, but for the layer of water that will take it in. So before the water dries, talking so much, before the water dries, you want to put the serums. So this is vitamin C. in there. This I made rosehip oil. You one of these days I'll make it. It could only be done in October when the rosehip is on the tree. And then I put it in a slow cooker for 24 hours using almond oil or grapeseed oil as the, 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 the oil that is drawing it out from the rosehip. So this is vitamin A. So what we put in there, vitamin. I'm going to put some vitamin E. So if I can find it. Okay, my vitamin E is in here. So I put vitamins. So now I'm putting eye cream. If you have vitamin E, again I told you where to find the best vitamin E is in Costco, 7,000 IU for almost $5-6. They might have to order it. Sometimes they have only 30,000 there. 70,000. Did I say 7? It's 70. Yeah. So you're gonna want them to order. Now, if you want to see improvement, I have places of great improvement here, but underneath my eyes has been a place of great improvement. Okay, so that's the eye cream. So now we want to put a cream. We have already done a face mask, so we're going straight into putting in a cream. Now the purpose of the cream is to trap the water, the oil into your skin. Now I don't wear makeup, so I don't know how all of this will handle with makeup. I'm assuming you'll have to give a little time to get this all absorbed into your skin. You see? Now on top of this, if you're going outside, you're going to put sunscreen oil, and you're going to make sure you have your water. Come on. Now all of this is bringing the oil, not the oil, sorry, the blood. You're bringing your blood to your skin. All right? It feels so nice. Right. SoKaNites, I love you all. I'm here for you all. Make sure your sunscreen has 50 SPF or more. It's all a relationship with how many hours you could stay outside. Okay, this is us. Thanks for joining me. Love yourself, love God, love yourself, love somebody else today. Not just your family member that you normally love. Find a total stranger and love that person. Say a kind word. All right, take care.